get the most out of Segas today, aren't they?
It's,
making him work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good time. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have some fun. Speaking of fun, it starts right now. Pistol underway. It's going to be 4 armored players on the T side. It's Cabal that's going to be running the flashes and smoke grenade as well as the bomb on his back on the CT side, rather though it's only 3 with both Imagine and James equipping the smoke. CZ75 for Imagine as well. James staying on the lower pistol, has the diffuse kit, but Moe inside of it has 3 shots and 3 kills very quickly.
Good lord, that was actually pretty sick. And it's going to be 2 players remaining for the Mongols. Moe's just completely mowed them down with headshots. Hasn't taken a single bullet yet. And now they're going to find the last 2 remaining players for the terrorists as well. Ricky finds the bomb. And now just poor old Zulkenberg does manage to pick it up, but this round's over. Moe, I think they're trying to give him the 4th kill there and trying to add to his total. Just get taken down in the end. So although Zulkenberg has nothing to play with here, if he can find a couple more kills, it's $300 per piece. So potentially does give him more options into the next round. So let's see what he can do there.
He's going to get spotted up already, which gives up his cover. Not going to overcommit too much to it, though. They're still just going to wait for the rotation to come around. Him to expose himself once more. So really just waiting out the clock, like you say, trying to build up some economy by getting kills, winning out some.
That's all he really can do.
Some money, yeah.
If he someone gets a plant down, that's such a huge mistake by me. There should be no way he can plant it.
He's being as clever as he can about it, isn't he? Well, I'll rotate back. I'll go back up the stairs. He's trying to find an opening.
You've got 4 players alive, right? 2 towards A, 2 towards B. Just make sure he can't plant. If he gets the entry frag, you've got another player there backing you up. It seems like they will be allowing B to have the lowest.
Imagine's there and window was covered off, so.
Okay. So it's fine. 1-0 immediately. And I have to say, all came down to Moe. Those opening 3 kills, I hope we get a replay of that because it was actually pretty godlike. Of course we do. There it is.
Look at this. 1.
Very calm.
2.
Very precise.
That one's nice. That one's really nice. First 2 were quite calm. The 3rd one was nice. Reactive. Tech 9's bought up for both Element and Cabal. P250s and machine gun going for his customary deagle.
Yep, of course it is a force buy. If you don't get the plant down, this is pretty standard in terms of the meta. We'll see. Immunity go forward to this one. They actually have got, what is it, 2 SMGs and a couple of Famouses and 1 M4 there. All with head armor, so should be okay here. Just keeping it long range. Open pass is a very difficult map for the terrorists to actually find these kind of rounds. Without the smoke grenades and the flashbangs, obviously the bomb site is a lot more viable if you do have those available. But I'm not really sure what the options are without those. You're looking for picks here with the Tech 9s and the CTs aren't facing. You just have to walk up to the bomb site, hope for the best, but not much to work with here.
Trying to spray through. That needs to be careful going back into that position because he comes out slightly worse for wear than that of his opponent. Down to 48 HP. Jumps back, plays the railing position instead. Can afford to do so because before they come down Monster and see him, they have to confront Zeusi's position. But in the site they go regardless. Zeusi's got the first kill with the MP9. It's going to be followed up by Kabul and Element. Fine kills those Tech 9s. They won't stop charging, but Moe's there from the window, 2 with the M4, and that's cancels out any momentum that was built.
Well, they didn't get the bomb down once again. The force buy doesn't really do much for Mongols here. This should be the throwaway round at this stage. Just going to have Glocks, maybe a couple of P250. You can see machine gun does invest, of course. But I mean, it's, you know, just a chance to keep all 5 players alive and build some money up as they have invested into 4 rifles now. Just James, who's on the MP9. Will be a weapon. He wants to try and get as many kills as he can this round to get that extra money. Going to round number 3. Moe kicks things off. Body shots towards Fountain. Does get the first kill. And it's looking like the rest of the terrorists will be heading towards the B side here and towards Castle right now. Very simple procedure there.
Yeah.
Ricky and Moe finish it off.
And now we go into the gun round, though. Now Mongols can start to play this map, and this is the question. How much information do they have on it? How much execution can they bring to the table?
Definitely an interesting prospect. Can't say I've ever casted him on this, like I said. So this is uncharted territory for me.
I like being an explorer. I watched a TV show about exploring once. It was called Dora.
Oh, that was a good one, actually. It was a documentary, right?
Yes, it was, yeah. But falling away from this initial push is Ricky going to be playing back toward the bathrooms instead. He's got Moe beside him. And then 3 players in B, so a heavy B default for the first gun round from Immunity, but it starts off well. Machine Gun with the first pick, threw Monster on his own and then right back down. So this time doesn't overcommit and overface, and they can try and work off this pick game. Maybe there's going to be something like nice about a map that they don't play that much. Maybe it'll force them to reconsider all their thoughts.
Possibly. More disciplined.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping. That's not disciplined. Nearly gets caught. Ricky is in an open position, though. Zilkenberg can find a way to fade him out, which they do. It's easily 2 players to face them. Now they've got a 2-man advantage as well.
Surely this round going in favor of the Mongolian squad here. Going to have the bomb still down towards despawn here for now, but it's going to spinning at the map a little bit. There's going to be Element dropping by himself, and Moe looking confident for the second here. Does have the chance, but it's going to be Sugo that takes him down, so that's going to be the round surely secured at this stage. And James, we saw him be incredibly strong towards the later stages of Cash. Enemy towards that A side by himself, and now imagine B looking for the next frag, gets it in fact, takes out Machine Gun as well. The bomb will be heading there, and it will be planted as well. Fake plant though, and it gets dropped. So now this is MongolZ. This is why face that.
26 seconds left to recover their mistakes, but they lose Sugo, and it's
that's
Zilkenberg on 8 HP. This is just a mistake.
You've got the bomb. Like, fair enough, you're doing a fake plant, but don't just face by yourself and give that away. Just either plant or don't. Oh, what?
That's Zilkenberg, though, with 8 HP. He's going to take it. What? How does James get caught by that? He didn't have to die, and once his teammate went down, he just has to run away, and he somehow wins the round. That shouldn't happen. This is just...
Oh, God.
So I feel bad for you as the analyst right now, Henry.
A race at the bottom between Immunity and MongolZ.
Oh, man.
Just mistake after mistake there, but, you know, sometimes those are differentiating factors. I really don't know how to analyze that one. That's just like, that wasn't good CS, that run, I'm afraid. A lot of mistakes made by both teams, and Zilkenberg, 7 seconds remaining. Like I said, James could have just fell back at that point, but they do gift him into the round. 2-on-1. MongolZ threw away the round to begin with, but Immunity showed they can throw even harder. Round number 5. Difficult buy though still from the MongolZ and Seek a little and a Tech 9. Immunity do have 5 and 4. They have that going for them. First pick comes for Zusi as he takes him back and they fall back. This is how you should be playing. You get the first pick if you do go for aggression. You have flashbangs, you have teammates with you, and then you fall back. You take that man advantage. You hold on to it as long as you can. Don't give it away.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm going to fall back, try and reevaluate what's going on over toward the A site instead. Zilkenberg going to work up. He'll lead the charge. Sugo's already in the playground as well. Ricky's the only one that's really tight inside the A site, so he needs to find this early. I take that back. Okay, that's why I'm confused, because on the mini-map it doesn't show both. They are boosted, so.
Yes.
Pesky little mini-map, isn't it?
It really is.
Nice read through the tree, and now they can get away from it. Smoke is actually going to favor them in that situation, because it often can be a one and done if there's a push down long. Now they approach the site still. Smoke's out. Default, a possibility, but they need to be careful. Walking in, huge gap on the left side. They still have one more smoke. They win the duel regardless. Machine Gun. Zilkenberg's going to clear the corner, the one spot you can deny the default from, and they go for the truck plant instead, so trying to throw them off slightly. That allows Machine Gun to get slightly more aggressive. He finds Moe, and they're going to try and all rotate from this stairwell position, but they're so low on HP right now. Machine Gun's gone, but Zilkenberg's stuck in behind the truck. He's the only high HP player. He almost has to be perfect in this situation. Finds another shot on Zusi, and he's wrapped around. He's done it himself. He's got all 3.
When it works, it does look spectacular. Zilkenberg stepping out massively there in the clutch situation. Very low HP for them, but they do hold on and actually reset the economy of Immunity as well. They will be on an eco this round. So MongolZ fighting back. There's 2 very close rounds in a row. Immunity definitely had a massive opportunity to run away with this one. There's the boost here from Ricky to kick things off, and then 3-on-3 situation where Zilkenberg was definitely up against the ropes there. Just hitting all the shots that are required and gets 3 in the end. Just imagine the last player that's quite find a kill there. But here we go, round number 6. Fast B play coming in, flashing themselves, but going to be committing towards it. It's a full-on A stack here from Immunity as well. So this B play plays out perfectly for MongolZ. They're going to be getting a plant in straight away, and not really much.
Bomb has been planted.
So let's just sit back and look for the exit kills here, and this is where MongolZ don't really need to chase. There's no reason at all here. There's no investment.
Exactly.
Let this be one of those rare moments where we can all agree to disagree and have 10 players stay alive.
I'm not sure that'll be happening.
It's not going to happen. It's the dream, though, Henry.
It's a dream.
It's the dream. And it's dead. Just like James. Machine gun going to take down Zusi. It's working out. They haven't lost any guns just yet.
Terrorists win.
So 3-3.
Yes, like I said, Immunity probably should be up like maybe 5-1 at this stage, considering some of the rounds we've seen, but still, there's going to be MongolZ coming back into this. It's still a difficult buy here for the Aussies. They've got 5 and 4s, no orbs, of course, and Ricky, that's where he really does thrive. No diffuse kits and no incendiaries, so definitely not the best. Still no orb purchase for MongolZ. They could have got one if they wanted to. You can see Cabal still on 5k. So submitting his decoy to a flashbang there. As we go into round number 7. Scoreline 23. Just joining us. There's Ricky going aggressive towards the middle. That smoke can be very effective to peek over the top. If normally most orbers will do that, but the Silent Sentinel can deliver results occasionally as well. 2 players with the CTs pushed in connector as well. See what they can do with this. Imagine boosted up. A position I haven't seen in quite a while actually.
Yeah,
it was quite popular towards the end of 2015. We haven't seen it in a while.
It's really good to counter off that push into work construction.
It's coming back to the fashion now.
Or it's so far out of fashion that it's hipster.
Yeah.
That's it. You guys are just the hipsters of CS.
See if it works out. I wouldn't check that. I think that's not even a thing anymore.
Oh, Zilkenberg's going to spot one, though. Slight movement from Moe, and Zilkenberg spots it coming down the stairwell, but this is it. I mean, Imagine can just stay here. If they walk down, that's the big question right now. If they walk down, he'll catch them off. It's going to be one free kill. Drops down, no one else here, but it does bring it back slightly to help them out, and he finds Element through the open door. Open by force, nonetheless, because it's the gap blown into it, but either way, it's now 3 versus 3. Zusi inside of the site has one to find, and the fact that Machine Gun's made it in, and he's being quite patient in this position. That could pay off. Goes for the face now. James spotted. Has to be aware of the toxic position. Zusi gets the refrag, and it's still an even situation. As time continues to tick, 32 seconds, and the HP definitely favors MongolZ, but they're going to get to this site. Missed Molotov, and Zusi can actually stay in this position now.
Yeah, missed Molotov could be absolutely massive here. 20 seconds remain. So good look at that next round. There's so much pressure coming in from the CT, so decent crossfires as well. James finds the pick, and he gets the second as well. So Immunity, after losing the first 2 kills, it's actually, Imagine, with the boost, comes up huge. That's all they're looking for. He gets the first kill, and luckily, like he said, the big hole blown in the door gives him the second kill, forces the T's to go through one tunnel there, and the 2-on-2, James coming up big. And finally, Immunity bounce back into this one, 4-3, after a round that looked so promising for MongolZ. Do have the orb this time, their Machine Gun changing things up. We'll see if we can get that first pick. We haven't seen the same reply from Ricky just yet. He went aggressive last round. Machine Gun was aware of that, looking for the same boost to come in. Flying through, and after that shot, Ricky is out of there. He was going to go for it.
Element's already pushed back from that smoke at Monster and just considers anyone pushing up into construction. They don't have that much for read room right now on the terrorist side, but Moe is committed to this position right now. And he's alone. If they can get inside bathrooms and catch him in transition, this would be a really good opening pick for MongolZ to find.
They have got control of long here, MongolZ, so definitely a chance of an execution if they can just take away the vision at the end. There's normally a smoke towards where those pillars you can see right now. Smoke that, give yourself the chance to get right towards the end, but the CTs have got control of the bathrooms right now. So the full execution still needs a little bit more work. Push them back to the site. There's the smoke and flashbangs. And now needs to concentrate on the bathrooms area.
He's going to have to run back from this double corner position right now for him and Moe. Both of them going to be in a good position to confront. It's possible they spot one, but definitely not two. So no matter what, even if Ricky hadn't found that first kill, that was tradable. Nice shot. So good to take down Moe. He's going to follow that up. Ricky goes, so both players in that corner are now gone. They have a chance to execute. Smoke's going to go off on both stairwell splashes. Molotovs to follow. Push back in from James, but the AWP not drawn. Machine Gun desperate to fire into it. Thankfully, Zilkenberg holds true with the M4, rather AK, but it's the M4s that come back as James and Imagine find kills. And bombs drop, 9 seconds. It's a 1 versus 1. Face out, and James holds true.
Big round from James once again. He really has been one of the most MVP members of the squad in these big situations as well. The last round, he gets the 2 kills to actually close it off, and now he wins it 1-on-1 once again. Moe versus Zulkenberg is your featured matchup. You can see it on the screen right now, pretty even affair so far. There is immunity with 2 rounds in a row. We'll have a look if they have broken the economy of MongolZ. It looks like they have. This pistol's being purchased this time, so that's a massive round for immunity to win. And you can see, just when they need it as well, their money has been affected. They're going to be on UMPs, MP9s, and MP7s. So, it works for both camps here.
Out, Soju basically steps on it. Might as well have been a landmine for what it's worth, but it's Moe instead that gets the kill. Now immunity's starting to pick up these rounds that we would have expected to go the other way, and anti-eco so far very successful. Big South, they lose one, doesn't matter. They've built up bank with these SMGs.
They dropped the MP9, obviously not a huge deal here. It'll be interesting to see how they decide to operate with these SMGs. They have a UMP on towards Moe, and imagine with that MP7, I would assume more than likely going to keep those. It's going to be a couple of guns shifted around, but Moe will be the player. Oh, actually you're going to be upgrading that MP7. I actually think that's probably a wise decision considering how close these rounds have been, how many clutches there have been. Probably just want to take that hit on the chin and make sure you actually have enough firepower to go head-to-head with these guys. UMP, a lot more viable than the MP7 for sure. That armor penetration. There we go, then round number 10 is 6-3 right now. And once again, it's going to be mid-aggressive from the CTs. Actually not going to be landing a shot just yet, but a decent nade comes in. There's a ton of damage for Zulkenberg and machine gun as well.
I'll take it.
Yeah, he's got 27 HP now, so Ricky, although still alive, stuck towards the bathrooms area, will be flashing out. I'd like to see him face us. Oh, actually going to be trying to get out. This could be...
Just barely. Just barely.
Most players would do that and actually just go for the face and make sure it's clear. That's a really risky move to flash out and just run away.
Well, risky moves, I think, has been a theme today.
Of this game, at least, yes. High risk maneuvers.
Really early on that bathroom position. So that's utility spent right now from the CT side, but Ricky's going to get the shot onto Zulkenberg. He's come alive. Remember, Dust 2, he was a big part of the reason why they couldn't pick up the game, why he couldn't get rolling in the AWP duel against both Machine Gun and Zulkenberg, respectively, whoever had the op in the given round. So it's good to see him starting to really, really step up in this series. As this third map definitely favors immunity at the start so far, 6-3. Element going to get closer toward the A site. 3-man setup, 2 on the stairs, 1 behind the truck. The Element instead that takes down Moe. They've got to get that rotation still in place, though, and James is a little bit late, so the bomb surely has to get planted at default this time, and it will. It's going to be held right now. Imagine, though. Let's try and get a lineup. It's James instead that comes up big. They still have this bomb down, though. So even though they're down 2 men, it's such a good post-plant position out toward these bathrooms on this map. It's one of the best that you can play. Not to mention they've got a side skirt in the fact that Element is pushing in an unexpected position. He's able to take down 1. They'll chase him down, and now they just have to get the peek right from Kabul. He gets 1. Hasn't been able to get traded yet. Doesn't need to reface this, though. All he has to do is play the bomb.
And they're not... Oh, they do have the kid there. I wasn't sure that actually James had it, but he does. It's James once again. He gets 2 kills, and he seems to be the last player alive in all of these key situations, and coming out on top as well. MongolZ do get the bomb down here. You can see the money. That extra $100 has helped tremendously. They can buy into this one, and it's going to be a difficult buy at that. They can get AKs and armor. That's about it. We'll have a distinct lack of smokes and Molotovs in general. We'll see what they decide to go with this one. Could just do the partial buy here, but Kabul, you have to say, Matt, this got a bit too close for comfort. James does finish things off, but had he not faced, that could have been very difficult going forward. So we do have a pause here. I assume this is tactical, but considering the MongolZ already purchased, I'm not so sure. We'll see what they decide to go with this. Obviously, they're getting a partial buy here, so it means they can get head armor, upgraded pistols, got a lot of utility as well. As long as they keep the money around 2K, they're going to get, I'm not sure what the lost stage bonus is right now. As soon as I with stage 4, maybe stage 3. But regardless, they get enough cash next round to buy up a decent amount with AKs and grenades as well. So this is fine. Most teams will decide to execute. They'll go straight up to a B play from this. They'll get control of short and water and towards the monster tunnel. Smoke off towards the bomb site and towards upper, and try and flash the bomb site, maybe flush it out with the Molotovs as well towards the barrels and just try and swarm through the smokes. That's what most teams will do in this scenario to see how MongolZ approach it.
All calm and collected on the immunity side. Three-man default toward B again off the start of this.
It's looking like maybe
Ricky's going to face this.
Smoke kind of misses.
Yeah, just kind of. You can still see above it though from this, from the bench. Element takes the shot into Zusi. James is able to get back into the other one. I'm wondering if the smoke was actually, when I think about it, by design, because they had the op going low. I wonder if he was going to face out once the second player was above it, but it'd be the first time I've seen that, if that's the case.
It's a bit too wide for me to do
Yeah. It was a pretty huge gap, wasn't it?
It's not like, it doesn't look normal. It just look bad from the terrorist.
You could fit a transport truck through it. That's when it's too wide for you.
Yeah, sometimes.
Element, the only one to drop so far on the T side. He's matched with Zusi on the other, so we're sitting at 4 versus 4. Imagine a quick little cheeky shot toward the plywood.
Yeah,
Smoke's out. But they're missing one vital smoke out of this that's going to cover the gap exactly there where James is looking. So he's wise to put himself in the position to take advantage of it. It's going to be 3 down from Sandbags. A little bit late. Smoke's only with about 7 seconds before they dissolve. They've already got the bomb going down in the default position. Good face out from Zilkenberg. Follows back and finds one more rotating around. It's Moe that drops down. And suddenly Ricky the last alive. And what started as an eco and finishes, or rather a 4-spy if you will, and now finishes with a 3-1 situation against Ricky, who's going to fade away from this with the AWP.
Yeah, so he found that first pick, got himself an M4, waited up, seeing if the CTs were going to take the bait, and then smoked onto the site, and then Zilkenberg finds the kill towards the bomb site, falls back towards shore, catches the CT with a nade in his hand, and that's the round over. Ricky has no choice but to try and save the AWP in this situation. Which he will do, by the looks of things. It is playing towards bathrooms. He can hear him though, so Ricky surely has a drop on him here.
Terrorists win.
Explode. We'll see what the terrorist decides to face. I don't think he's going for it. But that's actually a pretty devastating round for Immunity. You can see the money. Very low indeed. Can't really justify much more than some pistols himself. But Ricky has got the orb. If your main sniper is able to bring an AWP into these kind of situations, not always a write-off. You can just find that first pick, move around. Be a real thorn in MongolZ side here. Let's see what he decides to do.
Machine gun just peeking through the open corridor that is Monster. No early smoke on top of it. Facing though at bathrooms, it is going to be Sugo that gets the better of James. So Ricky, the only one to play on the B site with that AWP, is already starting to rotate back. Stops to consider the possibility of a push through the construction, but now that there has been no call, it starts, I mean, you can just see how time is becoming a factor, just second guessing every motion that he makes, waiting for MongolZ to make the next move.
Well then, has to come out to Ricky. He's the player needs to step up here. B-bomb side's pretty much open. They're hoping the MongolZ will be just walking into this crossfire they've set up, but it looks like they've got the read here. It's going to be Cabal with the bomb by himself right now, but the smokes will be setting up for a B play. And this gamble from the CT is not really going to work out. Even if it does go wrong, this will be trying to save the orb at this point, so as soon as the bomb gets planted, it's like, right, just protect the orb, make sure he stays alive. So MongolZ do make the way towards the B side now. Smokes come in. It's guaranteed to win the round now. CT will have these smokes going off. And this operation will protect the AWP.
Going to go down in the hands of Cabal. Ricky. The one that you say is coveted in this situation has to be saved. Already fading far from the action. Moe's going to wait for this door to open. Smartly open from the side by Zilkenberg. Get pushed out. It is going to be a pickup for Moe. Now they've got an M4 to grab as well, so now he's going to book it and head for the hills. Because now they've got 2 guns to save into the next round. Playground is where the AWP resides right now, and there's going to be no one that even gets that close to it. So it'll finish as we see it.
Yes, I think you're absolutely right. No one's going to have any confrontation at this stage. Round number 12 does go in favour of the MongolZ. 7-5. So nothing really separating these two teams. You see the money situation for the CT still pretty dire, but they do save an AWP. And then M4 is probably going to tempt them into forcing into this one. Here's the scoreboard right now. James on 10, Murray on 11, and they'll look towards MongolZ as well. Currently on 12 and 8 is Zilkenberg. He's had some very high impact rounds. No one else really catching up. Machine Gun's having a quiet game. 5 for 9 for him. kind of performance would be expected considering what we've seen today. And number 13 coming in now. CT's playing 3 towards mid here. That's going to be that mid-aggression coming in once again from Ricky. Doesn't land the shot once again, but still a spot a player. Now it's looking like the terrorists want to get control of the bathroom, forcing the CT to get back here.
Element is going to be the first to approach this aggressive situation as well. And they wrap around Zilkenberg, who went out toward long. He clears the connector point, and now they can start to do the 2-pronged approach. So Element should just burrow here. Doesn't need to force the situation. He's going to wait, but the flash comes in. Good peek from Moe. Easy pickup. Element, oh, I was going to stay in a position where he's not able to be traded either, but Kabul, it's a great shot. And now it starts to work out in their favor, but they have to force the rotation. Ricky's going to play far back. They, missed flash, but they know that situation of the fact that Ricky's been back here in this corner in the past, so they can get smokes out. They don't even need to confront him. That's a scary thought because they're already peeking for the front of bathrooms. Thankfully, it's a missed shot and it allows Zilkenberg to get also closer inside of the site, but he's caught with a Molotov out. Nearly goes down into the smoke's going to save him. He's extremely low though, down to 10 HP and still just spraying at the top of the stairwell. The bomb just makes it to default now.
It's going to be Ricky taking down Machine Gun. The bomb does get planted though. 4-on-3 now. Ricky stuck in a horrible position as the Molotov takes him out. He has to rotate at this point. And now once again we see this classic retake coming in. The man advantage in favor of the Aussies. They'll be coming in. 2-pronged attack. 2 from back, 2 from CT. James gets the first kill once again. And now they have a massive advantage here. But Sugo still going down about a fight. Gets the first one. Can't find a second. And now Zilkenberg with low HP. Surely just saving. But still wants to be going for this. I thought he had a real chance of that lovely headshot he got on towards Zusi, but Immunity do manage to take the round 8-5 and saving the orb and M4 as well. But still, money's still very strong for the Mongols here. You can see I think they had 8k on Element and they get the AWP out back with the Zilkenberg this time. So interesting to see where they decide to go with all of this. But the round has been, sorry, the half has been won by Immunity here. 8-5, 2 more to go. And this is the map we both favoured Immunity going into this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, I mean, this is the thing. The Mongols missed a chance, a huge chance on overpass. Cash, sorry, yes, gave themselves far too many situations where they were aggressive. That shot, you could see the grass move in front of Zilkenberg. That was desperately close. 4K on the aggressive peek out toward the fountain, and now they fall back, spread an even line across the map, 3 inside a B. Element seems to be the lead charge in a lot of these situations, but it's more about getting map control for him. He does get a kill into Imagine. It's traded by Zusi, who goes extremely low, down to 19, but there's no one else in position towards short. The ball was there, but he'd just fallen back. He'd just gone over toward Monster. If it was a second sooner, they probably would have got away with that almost for free, because Element would have had potential in Crossfire.
It's looking like a Machine Gun going in with the solo play. We saw so many of these on Cash, and he will be taken down, but luckily for him, Zilkenberg with the AWP finds Ricky. He wins that duel once again, and we go into a 3-on-3. HP advantage in favour of the terrorists, and they have got some control of the map as well. Zilkenberg all the way up to the precipice of the bomb site there, so going to be edging his way in. That's what a CT jumping up to the side there. Smoke comes down, trying to get into a pretty simple shot there, to be honest. I'm not sure why Moe's facing that so aggressively, but here we go.
That's an interesting smoke they used there too. That was T-side thrown so he could cross over and get a better angle.
Yeah.
That was actually quite clever to allow the AWP still the opening it needed, but the movement required, and now it's going to be 2 people saving from the Immunity side.
Indeed. Can't really justify going for this one. Way too far removed, and Zilkenberg pretty much wins the hand by himself as he, like you said, that smoke was kind of interesting. I was trying to work out what that was. I guess it's to take away the pressure towards that ultimate position, that tight left corner. If someone facing from that, just trying to edge your way into the bomb site, no one can just face with a flashbang from that. It kind of takes away their vision, so I guess that's pretty clever. That risk is eradicated.
Well, we saw what Zilkenberg did as well once he had the opening to cross over, because he could still keep the AWP in a viable position to hold. So 8-6. Mongols with 6 rounds on T-side is actually encouraging. The issue is after seeing how much they push on their CT side, I'm not going to give them anything or take anything for granted when they go over to CT.
To be fair though, Overpass is one of those maps where pushing on CTs is actually very viable. It's Cash, not so much. Cash has to be a bit more of a calculated affair, but Overpass, it's actually not the worst thing in the world to do. You can actually pushing towards connector each round, you can push off towards short. There's actually a lot of options. Pushing long, for example, like what teams do that, so it could actually be something that could work out for MongolZ. They're going to be straight up Russian beat this round. Let's see if this does well. It's the final round of the half. This does hear them. First kill going in favour of Cabal, and now it's down to Zusi. Needs to go absolutely huge here.
On Zusi, down inside of the site. Sogoop allowing a bomb plant to come in from MongolZ, who may bring this within one round. Element playing right in front of the door. There's a nifty little spot you can play behind it, but it's become
pretty well done.
Yeah, that's the thing. You almost better be somewhere in between, because if they're going to face it, they're going to pre-fire it. As Cabal sits on top of the catwalk position at Sandbags, goes down to Ricky, but he's the last one alive. He finds another one though on Zilkapur. He swaps up to the AK, but he's Molotov's off, and he's not going to have time to rotate all the way around. He has to let these flames extinguish and take the same approach. Element tried to face him down. Elected to fall back, smartly so, because he's there to collect not only the kill, but their 7th round.
Indeed, so Immunity, you have to say, a lot of rounds that probably should have gone in their favour, especially in the early stages of this first half. The clutches the Mongols get back into with their Cavalier playstyle. But the last couple, they had control of the money, went for the straight up B rush, locked it down, found those entry kills. You have to say, in terms of firepower, you feel like Mongols have got them beat, especially some of the heavy hitters on the team. It's going to be, for example, Zilkenberg and Machine Gun. Although Machine Gun was very quiet this game, throughout the series, Machine Gun's just been so incredibly aggressive and confident. It's difficult to shut him down. Zilkenberg's been the MVP of the first half of me in this final map here. It's 8-7, still Immunity with the advantage. Pistol will be very important as we go into Immunity on the C side now. Forces to Barmer, one smoke, 2 flashes, and it looks like a simple B play coming in. It's going to be Cowbell though, facing them towards Monster Tunnel. I assume that smoke will just be going on to either towards the upper heaven area or just onto the side to take away some vision where they get the plant down.
All waiting inside of the site, wants to find the angle toward the Sandbags. Pretty obvious where they want to go right now, Team Immunity. Imagine just hovering right now, meditating.
Yeah.
Thinking about life.
Getting higher still.
Usually people who meditate are pretty high.
True.
B-side's actually prime for the taking right now with Cabal playing this far back as well. I'm gonna go for a nifty little boost.
Yeah, this is actually kind of perfect. All things considered.
Okay, just watching the flank to make sure no one's going to push. They basically want to run this clock down as long as possible. Try and slam into that B side as fast as possible. Down the long pipe. Around the corner. Inside of the site they go. The boost, not able to spot anyone just yet. They do find one at Zilkenberg. Moe responding though with 2 kills of his own, and Imagine's going to wrap back around. Still they don't have movement to work with. And they're going to go for the flank play as well. They're sending Ricky in through the A site to try and pop in behind them. Needs to be a little bit quick because it's basically 3-on-3 inside of the site, and the Mongols win the first exchange with Element taking down Imagine. Good response though from James. That's taken down, so where's the flank? It has to be quick, it has to be swift, it has to get toward the window immediately. And it's just gotten there now. Ricky finds one, but now it's just Machine Gun split. He's got 180 degrees to hold. A nice shot from James.
So Immunity there, quite a disciplined hold. Trying to bleed the CTs out, make them show their hand first, and they slow things right down. Simple smoking is usually coming to the side, finding the frags. Bomb gets planted, it comes down to the 2-on-1 as well. And they take that pistol. Good entries here from Murray getting that boost down. Like I said, only managed to get 1 from it, and he actually gets the double kill there. So 9-7 now, the CTs are going to be forcing into this one. With a max 7 though, that's as well. So 1 shotgun, 4 pistols, and the head armor across the board, apart from machine gun. So we'll see what he can do with this one. We'll be in the towards that connector area. We saw what he could do on Cash with his weapon, Matt. Let's see if he can deliver similar results here on Overpass.
That was literally what saved them and got them into overtime on Cash.
That's right.
Maybe you need to give him a shotgun because he thinks he can push when he has long-range weapons. So here, don't push, use this. Here's a shotgun, stay put.
Immunity being very disciplined here, don't want to give anything away. They're spreading themselves out, seeing if the CTs will be walking into their crosshairs at any point, but so far so good for the CTs. Now pushing off towards short as well, trying to gain some intel here. Machine gun could have someone walking in.
waiting for it, isn't he? His patience, I don't think, is going to be rewarded.
The terrorists now, they've got control of long. They don't
Yeah.
really have to do too much now. Now they've obtained this, they don't really need to commit someone, but it's going to be Imagine. I'm sure he's about to die.
I hate that animation.
That's like knives,
it's
isn't it?
one-handed animation. It's very hard to tell when they're looking at you when they're not at times as well, which can be an issue with plays. But either way, the shotgun gets one. Zusi's going to find Sugo, and it's pretty much dusted, like you say. Once they got that long control, they didn't really have to confront too much to get the bomb down and planted. They'll do what they can, the Mongols, about dropping weapons and making a case for this, but I'll take this back. Element's found 2.
Okay.
But it does come down to the one-on-one. Machine, 13 HP, though, as the shotgun switches to the AK.
Oh!
Rikke hits the shot, thankfully.
That could have been a bit too close. He misses the first bullet, but does rectify it. But still, Mongols, force spy doesn't work out for them, but they do get 4 kills. Should be the throwaway around here. Can't imagine they'll invest too heavily into this, and PT50 thinks about it. They get $2,400 next round, so Element definitely can get one order required. Okay, it's round number 18 here. Mac 10s, MP7s, 2 AKs. We'll see if there's made any damage. It's not so much at the moment. It's actually more of a B concentration for CTs. You're going to have 3 players towards that, 1 in connector, and just 1 player towards the bathroom areas. That's going to be machine gun. He's actually got head armor here, Matt. Why has he got? Did he save or something? No, he didn't. Why has he got head armor?
Not 100% sure, to be honest with you, on this one. Either way, it doesn't matter. You heard the dink noise. I guess he just wanted to hear that noise because that's the last thing he's going to remember from this round. It's James to take down Silkenberg. Element gets 1 more kill again. They've actually brought this back, as Sogu's going to make it now another 2-on-2 situation, but he's on 5 HP, and Element, despite picking up at Mac 10, only has 48 to work with, and he's now alone. Good initial damage done by Rikke. It's going to be James to close it. 11-7 immunity as we get into the last bit of this best of 3. It's been a long one, to be fair, after the overtime in the second map.
Yes, it feels like it has been, but it's going to be machine gun now. I think he's passing over the M4 and he gets himself an orb, so it didn't affect him too heavily in terms of this round. He doesn't have much in terms of utility. 1 smoke and a decoy. And we'll see how this round goes down with him. 11-7 now. Immunity do manage to get the 3-0. Rikke, of course, he's on the orb himself. No aggression from the CTs just yet, but they have got a CT player towards the end of long. That will cross right behind the rock on the flower bed. Elements just kind of patrolling towards middle. It's going to be that first kill going for Sugo. He takes down the Orca, in fact. Answering back though. Imagine doing what he can. There's going to be another CT waiting for him though. It's a massive kill coming in. Machine gun that drops. And Imagine gets the second of the round as well. So well recovered there from the terrorists.
Element facing, pushing, gonna get caught in the open if he's not careful from that smoke. Thankfully, the flash goes toward the stairwell and they don't push through. It actually means his timing could be as such that he's gonna be hot on their heels here. And they need to be a little bit weary of that. Puts a lot of pressure inside the site right now onto Cabal, who's the only one there, but there it is. Element finds 1 on Zusi. Doesn't bother to go for the trigger discipline, just takes the kill when he can find it through the wall. Imagine walks right back into the bullets. And Moe's made it inside of the site, but again, it was all about efficiency. And look at this, Cabal, late peek goes down though. James is able to hold. And that'll allow the bomb plant to come in. If Cabal had walked up undetected, that could have been all too easy for Mongols to secure the round.
These don't have kids right now, so they need to act fast. They're both going to be toward that short area. Moe going for the first pick. Dropped to Silkenberg. Aggresses himself onto the site. Now it's going to be an interesting situation. We go for the defuse here. It's going to work out. Element going for the straight up base. James unable to clutch this time. And they will be taking this one. Very back and forth affair. It wasn't really clear as to which direction to be going in, but it's Element with 2 HP to finish things off. 3 kills for him this round. And James and Imagine did what they could, just wasn't quite enough there, but they did get the bomb down, so extra money going into their bank accounts this time. This is the feature matchup. James coming out on top here against Silkenberg. 19 kills, plays 18. And after losing the first kill in the former rookie, they did manage to get the 2 back. It looked like the round was tied up at that stage.
Getting a bit closer for them now on the CT side as they force out pistols from immunity. Silkenberg facing. Gun not drawn when he jumps around. I didn't say why not, but just to get the shot on Rikke nonetheless. It's Element now that pushes forward, who has been a name said more commonly in these last few rounds than throughout the course of the entire series, so stepping up late for the Mongols. Gun is inside of that smoke. They lose one, but they close out all 5. It's going to be 11-9 now. Element's going to buy into an M4 most likely. They've got 2 kits already purchased.
4 pharmacies.
Interesting. I figured that would be why they would go to the M4. I also am surprised not to see Zilkenberg or, I mean, 3 kits I guess is all right, but they've got money for it. Why not just put them on everyone?
Well, it's getting much closer now. 11-9. We have got CD player making his connector. That's super. That first base, very aggressive, and hoping that smoke would bloom a little bit sooner, I'm sure, but he does get taken down by Ricky. And it's going to be the 5-4. Now they can slow things right down. Similar thing to what we saw on Cash. Just immunity, go to default, wait for the aggression to come in, and then act accordingly. This time they will have that man advantage. You see the CDs have pushed on towards short as well. They're sort of segregated from each other. Machine gun towards connector, trying to get the next frag. Going aggressive, of course. Time the first jumper hits the second, but does get taken out by Match in the end. Not the first target he was going for, but they all count.
Definitely do. You thought on the repeat where he'd already done a bit of damage that it might have been enough, but 3 plays on to 3. Immunity. Going to take the bomb now out toward long A, and this isn't a bad decision considering the frags have come over on the B site to start things off. And it is going to be Cabal that's inside of the site, the close man. Rotation coming around from Element as well to join him. Cabal's position, though, they're going to be deep inside the site before he even spots them because they're not walking out from bathrooms. Smoke will give that away, flash back into it. Doesn't really serve to do much, in fact, because it doesn't catch the weight of the box positioning. Face out, can't spot the player on top, but does find Moe coming in late, the 3rd man toward the site. But Element has to fall through this flash, and it's well done. The Mongols finally working as a unit to hold on to the A site.
Yeah, that was actually very effective from them. Dropping the utility at the correct time. There's about 25 seconds remaining. Incendiary goes to the default plant spot while the smokes are down for immunity as well. They're forced to take the jewels at that stage and just can't find anything through it. And it's the CT pushing through that smoke as well. Element makes things very uncomfortable, catches them with the pants down. And now looking like they will be on an eco here. $2,400 average for each team member. So looking like they'll tie things up at 11-11. Here comes the score once again. I think we have got a pause coming in here. I'm sure this is tactical at this stage. Looks like Immunity have lost a few in a row, so they'll be gathering their thoughts and working out how they approach this round going forward. I'm sure it will be an eco at this stage, but like you said, MongolZ looking pretty disciplined here. They are still going for the heavy aggression at the start of the rounds, but these clutch situations, they are working well as a unit and making sure there's actually beneficial situations instead of players dying by themselves. If you are just joining us, this is our first best of 3 of the day.
Got 3 more to go after this.
Of course. We do have some analysts here as well, I believe.
They're somewhere
Haven't seen them in a
around.
while.
Nah, they're living. They're all right. They might have gone, down the road in Gangnam to get up to no good or find some bubble tea. I really want bubble tea.
Just send someone to get it for me.
You're right. Where's my runner?
Here we go then, round number 22.
Do you know that 22 is my number in both hockey and racing growing up?
Was it?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Any significance?
Jacques Villeneuve was number 22 in the first year he was on BAR, so what's that, 1998 or 99?
Right.
And I just picked it because of that. Now it's Jensen Button's number, oddly enough.
Who's your nemesis?
He's not my nemesis. I don't mind him. He's fine. He's just average. But it is going to be a different set this time. From the MongolZ, they go for the park sign boost inside of A, so between long and the stairs at the front of the site. They keep Element closer onto A, and they play it from window, so that gives up so much room at B. Not only that Zilkenberg pushes for information, they see it behind him from mid. He manages a shot to bring this back, but they've given up a bomb plant on a pistol round, which will now add bank to immunity. The last thing they want to do is try to close out this game, play the long game. Spray down actually does damage onto Rick A behind the intended target of Imagine. Hit on the defuse. This is pretty much done. The game's the last one alive. Spray in, spray in, spray in. Try and knife all you like. Doesn't work. 11-11, Henry.
We haven't seen one today, I don't think.
You're right, because I would have pointed it out.
So it is the first 11-11 of the day. Don't really separating these two guys. Munity just wanted to get the bomb down the round. He did successful, got a couple of kills with their troubles as well. And now Ricky back out and towards the AWP. It's going to be James still top fragging for the Aussie side. And of course, Zilkenberg was looking incredibly strong in the first half. Does manage to get himself 22 kills as well. Machine gun back on the AWP time. It's a lot of inconsistency with the AWPing on MongolZ. You see the chuck it around. Whoever fancies it that round, I'll give it a crack. But there we go, round number 23. Two pushing off towards short once again for the CTs. They love it. Why not? Very valuable. Give you a lot of information if you're the lead one player there as well. This will be Element who's left there. And Smoke's coming up from the CT now. To funnel the terrorists in towards them. The first kill as well. They take down Zilkenberg. That's the AWP. No, it wasn't actually. Like I said, they swapped it over.
Shot from Element though, denies the plan. Seriously down, no communication, but gets saved. James takes down Element before he could find the man on the site. Ricky, the shot toward window, imagine, is the man that was survived. He's got 6 HP, he's able to get the plant. Nice transfer from Cabal, not a hard shot on 6 HP, but it was a headshot nonetheless, and then they combine to take down Moe. Push forward with the pistol, he's got Ricky as well. This is working out extremely well, but James holds true and finds 2. It's
another big
12
round
now
for James.
He's playing sick today.
Clutch after clutch after clutch. Gets another 3-man in round number 23 and brings Team Immunity the advantage. Seems like they should have been taking the round regardless, but a great retake there for MongolZ. Didn't really work out in the end. But still, we're going to round number 24. The money now depleted for them. They get one more bite here. If Immunity can find this round, it's pretty much almost guaranteed they can get to map point at this stage. We'll see what happens. Faster B approach. This will be going straight up into B here. Map. 2 players going in. Let's see whether Zilkenberg can step with this time. Element gets the first frag. Zilkenberg can find another.
All about as well for Monster, but it's Zusi that's too close for Zilkenberg to redraw the rifle. So bomb down on the inside of the site. In the smoke as well. An Element already toward the water. Flash over and try and get himself in a better position, but he needs to charge again. Does find Zusi, but needs to be aware of the fact that there is 2 players still out toward that monster. More importantly, there's one far left when they go down the ramp, so crossfire set. Sogu has nowhere to go, but Element finds the refrag on Moe. And they've got a real chance at this as they are defusing inside of the smoke. There's no way for Ricky to get back into the AWP.
Brutal retake there. They're so aggressive, so relentless. Just finding the kills in their path, and smoke's getting dropped as well. Full defuse comes in. They aren't unable to do anything about it. Immunity do save it at all. That's about it. And like I said, that was a massive round there. If the Aussies could have taken it, would have left MongolZ on literally no cash whatsoever. It could have been them getting very close to map points and indeed series points here. Round number 25. Really has got the distance, and they're just going to have that always play with here. Not going to be investing too heavily. James has got a deagle. Some body armor as well. Going to be facing towards that connector area, seeing if that aggression does come in once again, but MongolZ sticking to their guns, pushing off towards short.
Element. Waiting for the good position, already inside of this short position, already inside construction, but giving away his position that early with no kill will become a bit of an issue. So now they're aware of his positioning. He has done well to push them back further still, but will they get a read on him? That's a nice little wall shot. James, he's low, but so now too is Cabal. And due to that presence, nice shot from Ricky. They go back toward A. That's going to open it up. Machine gun. He tries to get back in with one. Does. Goes to the pistol instead of refacing with the AWP. Perhaps expecting someone closer, but watch this positioning from the rotation, the flank that's coming in late from the MongolZ. Element already in the bathroom. Oh, it's too loud. Imagine's heard that. Maybe not, though.
Might have heard it, Matt, but not much you can do about it. 4 kills coming in for MongolZ. And even that amazing shot for Ricky wasn't enough. They get the bomb down, and then James finding the kill on the bomb side as well. It seemed like they were going to have full control of that situation, but it's another fast retake of it from MongolZ coming from all angles, and they're hitting all their shots as well. It seemed like 4 kills just flew up on the top right on the screen out of nowhere. And they do get the advantage here, 13-12. Another buy though for Immunity, another bomb plant. This is our first shot.
Boom. That is sick.
Lovely stuff.
To be fair, we saw Zilkenberg get the same shot in the first half, but look at that rotation. Element, I said it, he's been coming alive lately. He's definitely been, in my opinion, one of the most important aspects of this game for MongolZ. Yeah, it's been
not the most flashy stuff and most impactful, but he's finding
silent
1 or 2 kills. Yeah, exactly.
I know all of that. Still with a good shot on Sugo. She needs to be careful in this position. Goes down to Ricky. James can now comfortably walk out from the connection point. They can try and work together aggressively toward this long position. Ball has to rotate around. They've already got on top of Optimus Prime.
Well then, 4-on-2 now. Zilkenberg, Element. Well, their work cut out for them. One will be planted, not even in the default position, as Ricky does find the kill on towards Element now. It's going to be Zilkenberg. Definitely won't be going for this one. It's going to be very back and forth here. It seems like every time someone gets an advantage, it's answered straight back. In the CTs, I'm sure they're cash ties, but it should be building up a little bit here. Definitely have enough for another round, but Zilkenberg will be just trying to stay alive and potentially take some players down with him. Let's see what he decides to do. That's more of a simple play from Unity, going for that fast mid control. And it was Zusi and Ricky to find the kills. Zilkenberg makes his way towards the playground right now, and he will have a confrontation here in the form of Ricky, who has just got his AWP set, but let's have the bomb.
Terrorists win.
There it is. Zilkenberg finds his one kill. Will be staying alive as well. 13-13 map. Another overtime?
It's definitely possible. Zilkenberg and Element this time leading the way. 26 kills. Machine Gun for the first time has been quiet in this series. 12 kills only for him. Not common. We said this leading up to the show. The analysts were touching on it. The only time he's ever gone negative on a LAN in his career was when he was in Katowice against the Tier 1 guys. So, curious. But he's under the AWP in this round. We'll see if he can find the kill with it. He's going to have to do something impressive because they are limited to 2 pistols, 1 from Moss. There you go, gone already. Ricky hits him.
Yeah, Aggressive, of course, trying to push into that connector area, get the first kill, but Ricky's ready for him. 5-4 now. They have managed to pick up the AWP. It's going to be Sogu who gets it. They've got 2 players boosted towards B as well. This is the first pick. Now, CTs do, like I said, get that AWP, but still have a player on a 5-7, a Famous. And limited utility now at this point. That booster could be tremendous if Immunity do dare walk out the door. Need to be very careful here. Especially with Ricky on that AWP. If he needs to play the drops, it could be all sorts of trouble. Favouring towards the A side, they're going to be clearing that out. Players towards Party as well, so Mo will also be holding the flanks.
Oh, wow. Sugo caught in the open. Element's going to go for the AWP. We haven't seen this yet. I'm going to rotate away from this and just save that AWP and the M4. Are they, though? Because they gave up really early on it. It's still a 5 vs 3. It looked like they were just going to run away and give up the site and try and play the long game on this, but he's rotated back. He's going to try and hold this. If he can find the opening pick, there's a real chance at it, but he does need to be smart about his decision. He finds one open angle, nearly sprayed down through the fence, and he's going to get inside of the site. He had the crosshair placement right, but Zusi hits the shot.
This could be it, you know, because this is a big round for MongolZ. They fully invested in towards it, and it's going to put Immunity on 14-13 with no money for.
He wants the op. Cabal's going to get it right now if he can. Just press E and run.
That's right, just can't reach. But he does get it in the end, like he said. Just trying to get the AWP. So valuable. If he can save that, that's actually pretty huge. It's definitely justified now for the terrorists to go hunting. They want to make sure they lock this down. They're not going to find the first player towards T-Spawn. It's Zilkenberg. Gets the drop on Mo, but now they know where he is. It's going to be James coming in. See, my mistake is Zusi, but he is in a difficult position here. Still, Zilkenberg, I favour him. In terms of the next frag, there it is. Still the one staying alive.
They're still faced. Enough time now. Yeah, there you go.
So although they're very limited on money, they do manage to get an AWP and an M4 here.
Silk, that's going to go to the op. And he's got a B spawn. So I imagine this will be a monster face.
Oh yeah? Want a bit of money on it?
Yeah.
I'm going to say he goes towards short and goes for the door face from round. Really aggressive.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I don't know. I can't see him getting there that quickly.
Right. I was just trying to think of those like unorthodox approach.
Face. Smoke out though does limit it.
Well, this is a big round, obviously. It means you can get this. They're on series point. They are up against a limited Mongol side here. 2 pistols, 2 M4s, and of course the AWP.
bathrooms as well. To go in the corner. Element on the other side of that wall out toward Long, also playing a tight angle, making sure that they can't walk out. But those are both such dangerous one-and-done positions where there's not really a trade in place for them, especially Elements here. If he doesn't get at least one kill in this position, it's a waste. It's gone, and it's going to be such a problem to try and recover it. He does have Zilkenberg facing it, though, because he's kind of transitioning, and that works out well. Now he's got the lineup, but no kill, and now Zilkenberg has to find another way. And machine guns come over. He's waiting for the flash through. He knows he can't play it directly in the corner. Inside of that smoke, good transfer, finds two, but he's running out of ammunition. Has to hold his trigger still, but he finally will go down. Zilk's made it close still, though, and gives them the man advantage by finding Ricky.
Yeah, this should be a guaranteed round for the CTs at this point. 2-on-1, imagine with the plant. Does fake it out. I don't think he made enough actually to get the noise there. But here we go, and now he will be taken down. Somehow still alive here. Still, oh my god.
Oh, Cabal, my friend.
Good lord, that could have been horrible if he didn't find that kill, but he does get it in the end. And really scrappy exchange, but we said it's got a good chance of going to overtime and still ringing true here. It's James versus Zilkenberg, your featured matchup, 23, play 28 in terms of kills. Zilkenberg coming to life here in the closing sectors of this third map. This is the first frag. Very simple kill towards Moe. And it was that all that was saved. That's the deciding factor. Machine gun, you can't take anything away from him as well. Really controlled stuff. Good smoke play on the other side. So let's run up 29 now. CT still struggling a little bit, but so are the Ts. Going to be trying to get towards short. It's been a problem. CT seem to have control of that area every single time. Once again, Zilkenberg gets an opening frag, takes down James, and gives the CTs the advantage. Really back and forth game here. For a couple of rounds ago, look like Community had this tied up.
Something up for the late boost as well for the AWP. Oh, digged up the first time and then fell immediately after. It's a problem. I was just saying, they're not going to regrab the AWP out, they're going to stay on the rifles.
Yeah, Murray got dinked as well, so he's on 8 HP. Still 4-on-4. It does favour the CTs out there. Coming in. That's an aggressive push from Machine Gun. This time it works out for him. Still not done though. Looking to get more. Let's throw Molotov off.
I don't mind when he does them like that, when he's trying to catch them off in execution. It's when he does them for no reason. The second boost, that's too predictable, and Moe sprays through. Element's gone. It's back to 3 versus 3.
Wow, that's the kill they definitely needed there. 40 seconds remain. They have got smokes and Molotov still here as well, but this B-side looking like it will be the favoured points of contention. But we have got on the other side of the map, we've got, is that Zusi on the A side? There it is. Gets the kill one towards Sugu. Now it's going to be interesting. That's going to force terrorists to push here. And now Cabal is left all alone with 20 seconds remaining for the terrorists. He needs to work out how they're approaching this situation. We hit the 15-second mark.
Though. Watch the flank. Zusi's going to be in the window. What, jumps out? What? Why doesn't he just hold that? Cabal gets down towards sandbags because of it. 2 on the site.
This could be interesting.
Molotov could hold it off. This could be enough. 6 seconds didn't quite make it, and it's distilled by the smoke. That would have been huge. And he goes down. It's going to be team immunity on map point and series point first.
So many interesting, exciting moments in this game. A lot of questionable decisions, I have to say, but still, it is keeping things exciting. And we go into potentially the last round here. Like I said, overtime a strong possibility, but the Mongols very low money here. Immunity definitely the favourite team in the round number 30. Going to have all the weapons they need up against 4 pistols and a shotgun. Surely, Matt, this is it now. Immunity, they've really had to work hard for this, but I have a lot of admiration for a team that can keep the mental fortitude and stay in a series for this long. Looking like they will be taking things here. A machine gun, we saw what magic he can do with the Max 7.
Element flash, get around the corner, easy kill for Zusi. The beginning to an end for the Mongols, but Immunity, they'll move through with this round picked up. In Australia, this is very important after not being at all in the last 2 majors now.
Indeed. Missed out on MLG, missed out on Clues to Poker as well. Last time we saw both of them was at actually Cologne 1. Yeah. Both horrible Molotovs.
I'm not sure what that is.
Pressure.
The pressure. It's actually huge. It's actually huge because it cost them. Sugu comes up with 2, Cabal, and now it's Zilkenberg, and they close it out. Massive misplay from Immunity as they walk in. All that served to do is give away their position.
What was that? at the man advantage. They've missed 2 Molotovs. And it's just like he said, it gives away their position and allows CD to have full control of the bomb site. It's facing from all different angles, and oh dear, we are going to overtime here. That looked like it was enough.
That was, I thought, done. That's huge. That's massive. And it's MR10, or excuse me, MR5 again.
Another half.
Second overtime of this series. This time it's the Mongols who might have been gifted with one.
2 missed Molotovs there. And what should have been a very easy round. Can he face from all angles? It's 1 by 1 by the looks of this. You could tell they were panicking towards the end there. As soon as that first frag went against them, they were very apprehensive. They weren't sticking together, weren't refragging or trading. Just MongolZ had their number completely. Should probably be splitting this site in that scenario. All 5 together is not the best way to approach those bomb sites, but you know, each their own.
Element's going to walk down and toward the underpass at this point in time too and just check this, but thankfully considers it. Decides to stay put. Molotov's going to force him out. He acts on it. He has to act quickly, but does manage one in the position, which isn't terrible considering it's a trade. The problem is they lost 1 man in the meantime to Riquet. Machine gun. Checks the angle. He's going to go down there. This is a duel that at the start of this series on Dust 2 was all day in the favor of Machine Gun. Sense? I'm not sure. I think Riquet might win that duel right now, especially where he's got position in that lower tunnel. They've fallen off it, headed back over toward the B site, and only 1 inside of the site for the Mongols right now. And it's a double op setup. There's only 1 rifle to play off of, and they're going to try and peek with it. Nearly lines them up, but James gets the shot. It's going to be the first round going in favor of Immunity, surely. Well, Machine Gun, he gets a position where he can try and deny the plant. Finds 1 quick kill onto James. Has to reface this, though, and they've put the smoke down to allow the plant to come in.
Round 2. It's going to be Machine Gun trying to retake from shore now. Going to be locked out by that Molotov for now. Has got his teammate in towards heaven as well, but the smokes have been deployed. Now it should be a decent crossfire for the Aussies. Well, doing what he can here. Going to be bomb site now, but it's covered for angles. There's decent play here from Immunity, and they take the first round of overtime, 16-15, and a sigh of relief there. They know every round counts, so you need to be very careful how they approach these situations, especially the explosive potential of Mongols. You saw some very fast and aggressive retakes. There's always a possibility they can just take over the round. Blink of an eye. Round number 2. I saw a Max 7 purchase there. I think they had something up their sleeve, the CTs, but decided to go against it at the last minute. Here we go then. In towards connector once again. It's going to be Zulkenberg looking at that first dig. It's against Ricky. How many times are they going to face that angle?
Yeah, that's crazy.
They never seem to learn their lesson, these guys. Once or twice, sure, but not consistently. Point where they're just waiting for you to do it. Don't know where that kill came from. I think that was through the smoke potentially. Yeah, it was from Machine Gun. So he gets 1 back. Now Moe. And he still doesn't want to fall back here. Most people would just fall back in the scenario, giving your position away. But he wants to fight.
I'm going to push up now as well. Inside the smoke. Machine Gun, oh, that's timing is everything, and he gets caught by Imagine. You might have thought there was a chance that he could have caught the player at the short pipe.
Yeah.
Cabal inside the site has to stand up and get some frags. If anyone's been kind of lacking in that department, it has been he. He outdoes nothing at all because it's a little bit late. It's Sugo, though, that does find Zeusy. Damage done onto him, though, is significant as he goes down to 8. And James is able to find him, so they have back into a 2 versus 2. Good rotation, though. Element shows up at the right time. Bomb dropped. 14 seconds. They just have to hold it off. Quick flashes and smokes to try and prevent it from being re-grabbed. 8 seconds. Riquet has to grab this and go straight to planting, and it's not going to happen. They're tying it back up on 16s.
Not really much Ricky could do there. Very decent usage of the utility. Dropping the incendiary at the perfect time as well. It's the Mongols losing that first pick towards the connector area, but fighting back and doing what they could. It comes down to a 2-on-1 in the end, and it's going to tie things up 1-1 here. Round number 3 coming in. Still the single orb setup for both teams. You see the cash not really an issue for either side either. Let's see how we decide to go for this next one. Still can go back with the orb. I'd like to see whether he goes towards connector once again to decide the challenge. That looks like he will be changing his methodology up. Off towards shore once again. Element will be the player holding. And bathroom control coming in from the terrorists. Pretty early on as well. Quite a lot of real estate here for the money. And the orbs on the other side. So he actually could do something really beneficial with this. Oh, it's the same setup. So actually the orbs with Zulkenberg towards long A. Baited him with Suga as well. I'm going to be aware of that now. So surely not going to face again. This is a chance though for Suga to do something. It's very aggressive and that's risky push.
I mean, we can say that a million times today, but it seems to still be a theme. Zulkenberg's going to try and play a more passive angle this time inside of the site. Smoke, though, says no to that. The attention turns toward the B site. Push comes in. Element inside, pops out. Good lineup. Has one down already, but can't control the spray well enough to find Imagine. Although it does burn alive Zusi with Cabal's good Molotov, but he's already made it in. Still the chance right now as they rotate around. Cabal down inside of the water is going to let them fall back. Back and forth. It's a seesaw round, but Imagine gets a shot on Zulkenberg. Cabal might find the one on the site, but the bomb is on A. And this should be immunities now for round 17.
It's definitely a seesaw round, but it's also a seesaw game. Just back and forth here. No one really getting the lead. It's going to be immunity going up 2-1 here. Cabal, the last player remaining. He's going to go for this one, but Ricky has got his number. And once again, he steps up. He gets 2 kills. It's that aggressive face from MongolZ towards long. Even though they had a decent setup there, committed themselves towards it, lost the first frag, and they kind of fell apart at that point. 2 more rounds to go. It is MR5 16k. Seeing the money starting to deplete for the CTs here, so need to be careful this round. That was the shot Ricky hit through the edge of the tree. Just Imagine towards that B side, just his teammates making their way towards A as well, just pulling everyone across. Money is a bit of an issue here. You can see the lack of nades and one famous Cabal, so the signs starting to show. Once again.
Ricky's waiting for the angle to start to favor, but no one's going to peek it out this time. Nade deep. 2 players going to be this interesting. Boosting on the counter side of this window to try and see through into the underpass. We haven't seen this in a while either, to be fair.
Yeah, it's kind of quite cool. Keep that smoke up towards the short pipe and see if anyone will walk indeed down the stairs or just along the corridor.
That's the hard part to weigh out, because if he's not crouched, it means they see his feet first. So he has to get the read right. Also needs to be careful not to step too far as he's doing these little shuffles. Definitely knows they're walking up. Corridor now.
They're committed at this point, might as well stay as long as they can.
Oh! Element gets James. And then they fall off of it, but look at the response. They know they're there, they know it's a boost. They get the call, the communication's perfect for immunity, and they walk out and just take them both. So 2 for 1 in favor of immunity after that clever boost, but now it's Cabal inside the site again, has to find the kill, drops the bomb down, 33 seconds, ample time to re-grab it, and they still have the man advantage until Sugo. He manages to get Imagine, but now he's the last alive. And they know that he's coming from construction. They know that he's going to have to play this aggressively. Bomb planted.
Stay alive.
Barely stays alive from that AWP.
Yeah, 2-on-1 now. He's got no nades to work with, no kit. This is, I don't know why this player has to play. It's Ricky just hold up towards that pillar area. Our teammate against crossfire like that. I think he's just been hugging that pillar. They knew exactly where it was, got the crossfire at that point, but regardless, they do win the round. We're going to the final round of this first half of overtime. And the scoreline currently sits at 18-16. It's the first of 21 here. So if Immunity can get this, set them up for a tremendous first half here. There we go, then the money is very limited for the CTs. That didn't stop them before, even with the man advantage. Immunity did get us into overtime with that blunder of a round. The 2 missed Molotovs, looking like they were just kind of a bit rattled towards the end there, a little bit too much pressure on them. The simple B play coming in this time. Molotovs everywhere, grenades going in as well. The CT surely going to be dropping on this one. They have no presence towards that B side really. Bomb will be planted as well. A lot of damage though. Still got Zulkenberg in a strong position. Gets one. Can't do more than that though. Zusi takes him down.
This is a big kill to get because now the bomb's still ticking. These limited weapons becomes an issue on this retake. Not to mention limited weapons. We're in a 16K overtime at round 5. Mongols only picking up 1. It's a massive issue. Machine gun though with that shotgun. He's been a threat in the past. It's going to be 19-16 at the end of the first half. Remember, 21 is game. Yep. Immunity won the last overtime.
4-1. So 2 rounds to win, 1 to draw for Immunity. So they've got to be feeling a little bit more comfortable now after that devastating last round of regulation. But here we go then. 4-1. Let's see if the Mongols can strike back.
Pressure on as well on the CT side. Remember, it was 8-7 in regulation. It was obviously 8-7 in halftime at regulation. It was obviously 8-7 in the second half as well. So it's not like either side has been favorable for either team. There's definitely a possibility for the Mongols, but they've definitely been the more questionable tactical team.
Double AWP set up this time for Immunity. It's going to be Ricky and James actually. So he's having a go with the AWP. See if they can get this first round and just take off a lot of pressure as we get to the second half here. Flashbang's going towards middle, trying to push the CTs back. Not going to work just for now. Towards that connector area. Ricky wants to get back towards the bathroom. Gets baited out by the shoulder face of one of the terrorists there. No real commitment made in terms of pushing the map. That will be Zulkenberg. Repositioning himself towards long.
Zulkenberg's tempting it, desperate for this to work out. They need an opening pick, the Mongols. And there it is. Imagine moves.
Seemed to be very confident he was in that position.
James falling back at the side, having lost his comrade. They have to play a more passive game now on this CT side. Moe, we saw this position used from Element, remember. He didn't get a kill here, but it's the same setup because Ricky's peeking with the op. First, gets the information, doesn't matter. Moe's able to take down so good. And Ricky follows it up. That's even better.
That's how that should go. One baits, the other faces. Changes mentalities, and there it is. Moe gets his second. Just one player remaining, that's Zulkenberg. He's only got the drop on towards a Magnum. Yeah. Molotov'd out, 15 seconds remaining. Doesn't really have anything to work with here. Just going to be trying to save the AWP, I guess, at this stage. As he falls back, it's going to be Immunity getting themselves to series points here once again, Matt. This time they've got 4 rounds to play. Surely can't throw this one away. What do you think?
Counter-terrorists win.
It's definitely this. I mean, either team losing in a series like this where there's 3 maps, 2 of which go to overtime, it's always going to be heartbreaking. This is always going to be a tough one to swallow. But Mongols, I mean, if they look back on this, they have to change that playstyle. And I briefly asked Renegades after map 2, I said, when they played you in the first minor, is this the same style they played? Of course, that minor being in Taipei. Was this the same aggressive they used? And they said, yeah, it's the same thing every time. It's just that we weren't ready for it that time. Yeah. So if teams are aware of it, this is never going to get anywhere.
Like Tyloo versus Luminosity, right?
Exactly,
Luminosity,
yeah.
You're not used to the playstyle, you're not sure what they're bringing to the table, and it can catch you out.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that it won't in the future. Like, if Renegades play them again and this is the same thing that they're going to be doing, I can't see it working.
No,
I can't see them allowing it.
It's just like downloading them, basically. Adjusting to what they do, but it's Moe now going aggressive. He's changing things up. He gets the first kill, and they're 3 away now from clinching this best of 3. It's been a long, drawn-out affair, but finally looking like Immunity will be taking this 3rd map. 5 on 3.
Element is going to try and make it the difference. He's been the man of the match for Mongols on this map, at least. Remember, Machine Gun's been kind of quiet, if anything, but it's James to find Cabal. Drops the bomb briefly. Zusi's going to close out Element. It's on to Machine Gun. 1 versus 5, and he's down. He's gone. Immunity, they'll move through in a 2-1. And that said,